a buck. Well, that was a hell of a start to the afternoon. I just pulled over to have a quick look down on this face, and a big buck and another slightly smaller buck just blew out below me and ran straight across. Bit of excitement. It's a shame that they happened to be there when I pulled up. I've come in bloody early too. I mean, it's like 10 to 3. So I was really hoping that there'd be nothing here and I could, get settled, watch what's going on. But yeah, it is what it is, I guess. I think I'll just carry on to where I was going to go, and then if there's enough light at the end of the night, I'll come back here, and there's a good chance that they'll be back here. I think might just park up the truck, leave it up here and walk down, just so I don't disturb anything else. So my original plan was to find a nice vantage and just glass down through all of this, but the wind is horrific, so I'm going to head down, get down to the tin hut, maybe get inside there, watch that bit behind it for a bit. If nothing happens here, just head on to where I found the damage from bucks the other day. But yeah, I'll see you down there. Hey guys, I'm all set up in the tin hut. I'm just giving it some time because the wind is really unsettled. So I just want to give it some time to pick a bloody direction so I know which way I can go.
Unfortunately, nothing came into this area while I was watching it.
Hey guys, I'm all packed up, ready to head out and see what's around.
I spotted this doe and yearling feeding along the side of the road, so I decided to put in a stalk.
I'll see if I can sneak to the other side of the road, because then the wind's going to be a little better for me.
It turned out that the other side of the road was too thick to stalk effectively, so I went back to the original side. The thick tea tree on the side of the road made getting a range impossible, so I was forced to watch them walk away.
Man, that was a cool little stalk. I just couldn't. I was actually going to take it, but I just could not get a range. Just, it was picking up on everything else. And I didn't want to step out too far because then I was exposed. So I was just trying to find the tiniest little gap through the scrub here. But I just could not get it. I was getting 6 yards, 7 yards. And I was like, nah, she's at least 30. But that was wicked fun. I'll just carry on now. Still got plenty of time. So. There was a mob of deer in this clearing, and I first saw the first one when I was back here. And I came up to here, and I knocked an arrow, and I got the camera on my head, and I was just about to stand up and take a shot. And so I was right here. Then I was just about to stand up to take a shot. One fed right through there. Would have been probably 3 yards. And that messed everything up. And then there were just deer running everywhere. Man, this afternoon's been pretty full on.
Last year must have been a really good breeding year for them because there were yearlings everywhere.
just seen a mob of deer walking across the road, so I'm going to slowly sneak in.
They slowly started to make their way up towards an old log skid.
Man, they've put themselves in such a horrible spot. There's no stalk at the moment. I just need them to go somewhere else. Tonight you might have noticed I'm not being so picky about getting a decent buck. Because honestly, it's hard going. And I'm just thinking about the freezer at the moment. So, get a little bit of meat would be good. If there's no buck around, I mean, why not? Like this mob definitely doesn't have a buck with it. So, if I can get some meat, I'll get some meat.
With the light fading, I decided it was now or never.
This probably isn't the smartest move to make, but I've got no light left. I need to make a move, because I can't wait them out any longer. So if I just move slowly enough, maybe I'll get away with it.
Unfortunately, the camera went flat during the stalk.
Man, that was an epic stalk right on last light. Unfortunately, the GoPro went flat sometime during the stalk. Hopefully it was right at the end, because I actually had full draw, because I thought I'd got busted. Then I saw one of them put their head down and just start walking towards me, so I dropped down to my knees, drew my bow back, and just waited for it to come up over the rise. And then it came up over the rise. I was just settling the pin, and then off they went. But man, that was exciting. I'm out of filming light now, as you can see, so heading back to the truck now. But man, that was epic. No doubt I'll bump a lot on the way out, but that's all good. Yeah, anyway, I guess unless something really exciting happens, I'll catch you in the morning. She's a cold one this morning, guys. Truck was frozen. The ground, I don't know if you can see, is frozen. So yeah, time to get the boots moving, get warmed up.
This spiker was in a horrible spot for a stalk.
He's not in a good spot. And there's sign of something walking through the wet grass this way. So I'm going to carry on the way I'm going, because that's a really hard stalk.
As soon as the sun hit an area, deer quickly appeared in it. I put in a stalk on this doe, but as soon as I was out of sight, she moved into the trees and busted me trying to cover the open ground. This spiker had a really cool skin. Unfortunately, he was a long way away from me and he was well aware that I was there. I found myself a nice vantage and put the glass to work.
So I've spotted 3 deer way over on the face that I always seem to see deer on. So see what else I can find.
I also spotted a group of what I assume was does on the most distant clearing.
Okay, so those deer have dropped down off the top, so now they're much more stalkable, so I'm going to get over there now and try and put in a stalk. They were up in that saddle there. They were just below me, but I couldn't see them. That wind's really fickle. Oh, I think I saw the others bedded down in the middle of the clearing, so I'll beat the feet over there. Just like that, we're on again. So I'm going to drop down this side, get low, and I'm basically just going to crawl into them. Hopefully that works. Alright guys, time to stalk these low ones. Fingers crossed. I was crouched down, just waiting out those goats. Waiting. And then I go back and check the footage from when I was up the top. It was goats the whole bloody time. So it always pays to double check, but I was skylined, so I didn't want to spend too long standing there. I just saw, yeah, they look like deer, so made moves on them. If I'd known they weren't, I just would have gone straight down towards them. Wouldn't have really cared. Let's go after this mob I saw right up the end. Hopefully they're bedded down and happy and I can get in on them.
Unfortunately, the deer had moved on by the time I got there.
Man, the amount of thistle I have in my knees from this morning's stalks is just insane. Time to head back, have lunch and a sleep. Unless anything else happens, catch you guys in the afternoon.